Good morning, YouTube, and of course everyone in my landscape and lawn care community. Adrian Stewart here of Legend Landscape, and today is August 28th, Tuesday, August 28th, and it's gonna be another hot and muggy one today, man. Worse than yesterday, and boy, it took a toll on us yesterday, so I'm sure it's gonna do it again today. Supposed to be mid-90s, heat index gonna make it, you know, humidity and whatever over in the hundreds. So we shall see how it goes. Supposed to go back and finish the mulch job today. Well, depending on the heat. If we can't get it done today, you know, we can knock it out tomorrow. It's no big deal. Still got to do pea gravel area as well, which is only like 600 square feet. Water flowers on the fountain property and the shopping center. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I mean, perfect world, we would finish everything, but at the same time, I mean, I'm worried about the conditions and our health than trying to push that job to get done. But I just think, you know, what we have left, we should be able to get done, but we shall see. Other than that, I don't know. It's probably not going to be too much footage. I mean, I'm going to take footage, but I mean, it's probably not going to be that much. And I say that, next thing you know, I'll probably come up with a lot of footage and a lot of video. But I don't know. We shall see how this ends up. So it's about staying hydrated, staying cool, resting when we need to, but getting work done, but not killing ourselves. So I'll get back with you guys a little later. You know!
Practice and that fancy dinner. You need ways to keep track of your money on the go. It all starts with the SunTrust mobile app. Check your balance while checking out at the grocery store. Transfer money.
Yeah, those guys were getting pulled over by DOT. And that's what happens, man. You know, sometimes you're legit, sometimes you're not, but you never know when that officer's gonna pull you over to do a DOT check on those trucks to make sure everything is legit on the weight and what you know, that you have everything in order with your paperwork and et cetera, et cetera. Better have your stuff legit, man, because it can happen at any time. You know. Yes, indeedy, we are finished. Obviously, I put the footage up of what it's looking like. That's where we were yesterday, and show what we were finishing up today, which was all this here. And of course the pea gravel area that we put sand on. And this last area that had a lot of sun, it's pretty much this area here. It's where I had the most sun at. Everywhere else was covered in trees. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. It's almost 11. We can get ready to knock it off here. Oh man, that humidity ain't no joke. All right, guys, get back with you. Hey there, folks. I don't know if y'all can see the sweat on my big ass forehead. But I'm back at the shop. I'm just clearing off stuff that we used. Well, the tools are staying up there, but stuff that we had I put inside the shop, and putting the weed eaters and blowers and everything back on the trailer here, because I think I'm gonna go out and do some mowing tomorrow to wrap up whatever commercial and residential stuff we got. But yeah, man. Just taking the Stander and then just taking the Skag 48-inch tomorrow. I know I got a blow in here. You probably can see the grass clippings in here from the last time we used it, but I will get to that. Yeah, it is bad, man. As they were saying, it was going to get worse. It's just like they said. You could tell it's gonna get worse. Like I said, we knocked off at 11. It's almost 12 o'clock now, and I can feel a big difference. I'm glad we got the job done, but just doing some minimal stuff, man. Yeah, you can probably see my face, but I was just showing up here because I cleaned up here. This was all like taken, I don't know if I mentioned this on a previous video or not, but this was filled with like, I had a grass catcher here, which I come to find out didn't even fit any of my, just recently. I bought this thing when I bought the standers. I bought a grass catcher for the old X marks I have, and I bought it for, I thought it was going to fit this from what the guy told me. And as I was working on stuff Sunday, I found out that it didn't even like fit. And it's, you know, this is the SWZT 48 inch, and the guy, I thought he said I had an SWZ. So he's trying to order me that now, and then I'll switch back what I got from him. But they used to sit right here for the longest time. And I'm paying attention to these things now that we're about to get into fall, and a lot of things you want to probably grab up with the grass catcher, especially with leaves and what have you. But this, after a while, was filled with that. Everything was just a mess. I found all types of trash and, you know, things that you just, in the middle of working, you're throwing up there and deal with later. But I'm glad I got it nice and clean up there now. Like I see, I've been going through a bunch of string because this is probably like halfway where, you know, obviously you know how it looks when it's full. So I've been going through quite a bit of that for the season. But that was bought at the beginning. I mean, like, I didn't go through a whole row yet. This is August, and that was just before April when I got that. So, which is not a bad thing because it's telling me that the string is good. Like, we don't have to use a lot. I've noticed that with that type of string, which this is, what is it, Vortex, called the Stealth line. There's a black string. It's like the 0.095 string. I've noticed that that takes care of a lot of weeds, man, and you know, as far as weed eating, and I don't have to put, you know, keep changing. Even when I carry like something with me just in case I need to change, like what I'm carrying with me is still with me for a while. So that's some pretty good string there. Anyway, I'm going to finish getting this thing loaded up, and then I'm going home. So I'll get back with you shortly on my way home. And my sweat. Woo. All right, guys. Woo, boy. All right, guys, I'm heading home. Feels so good when you're in the AC after being out in the heat. It's like a luxury, like, you know, when you have the dump truck that doesn't have AC and you deal with the windows being down, and it's like a whole nother level when you got that AC. It's, my temperature's saying 93 degrees, and I know it's over 100, the heat index. I was feeling a difference today than yesterday, just no doubt. Just no doubt. So anyway, like I said, we're gonna go do mowing tomorrow. Go do some commercial mowing and do some residential mowing. Hopefully we can get all the mowing wrapped up. If not, then I can save whatever's left tomorrow, because it's gonna be real hot tomorrow. Same way, heat index is gonna be crazy. So gotta watch what we're doing, but at the same time get the work done. And so things went well today. As I came back from picking up the mulch and the pea gravel, the guys were just finishing up, you know, smoothing out the mulch after watering flowers and pulling those flowers out of that front entrance. And everything went well. But when I got back, this Asian guy came up to me right when I got back with the mulch. I guess he was with some other Asian folk that were older, and I think the battery must have went dead or something. So I guess he was trying to take the battery out, but there was a bolt he couldn't get to. So I brought my socket wrench set out, and you know, he finally got to it, and I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So no problem, he gave me a bottle of water. So then I got back to going over there to finish helping with the mulch, or they were finishing the mulch and I was doing the pea gravel and the sand. And then Kenny finished helping me do that, and we were done. Which I just thought about, by the way. Kenny's my number 2 Kenny now, because you know I had Kenny before when I had Jeff, and it was Kenny and that crew I had then. And Kenny started working at the casinos, but still coming back to work 1 or 2 days out of the week sometimes. So I gotta let Kenny know you're Kenny 2.0. Oh man. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, the plan tomorrow is to go mowing, do some commercial properties, some residentials, and be done with it. And if there happens to be something left over, we'll just kick it to the next day. It's supposed to be real hot the next day too, and heat index is gonna be crazy. So same thing applies. Can't be messing with that heat and stuff, man. Just gotta get the work done and keep it moving, and take rest breaks when we can, and hydrate like crazy. Which I got the cooler already ready. Just add some more ice if needed, and we're gonna be good to go. So everything's going according to plan. I'm glad. Mulching is not fun to do in these type of conditions, man. Not at all. Not at all. But had to do it because this is the drier week, and I'm not playing around waiting for a cool day and then some rain is gonna happen. Sorry, just can't do it. So everything went according to plan, and I'm heading home and gonna relax and chill. That's what I'm gonna do, baby. So I'll get back with you guys tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, and get out of the heat as much as you can. You know?